Hi, I'm Mr. Goddard, and in this video we're going to be talking about how to use and or inside if statements in Jeroo. Let's get started. Alright, so I'm sitting here at the jeroo.org website. Let's go ahead and start coding so we can do with the ands and ors. I'm going to click on import and then maybe just go ahead and do a new island file. So what we're going to do is we'll get started with our main method. We'll say method main, and then we've got our brackets. We'll start off with just a simple Jeroo. We'll say Jeroo Bob equals new Jeroo. We're going to start him on row 2, column 0, and we'll give him 10 seeds to get started. And what we want him to do is we want him to march all the way across from this west ocean all the way to the east ocean there. So we'll say while bob.is water ahead. And actually, I'm going to say, while there's not water ahead. So I'll put a not right in front of that. While there's not water ahead, I want Bob to hop. So I'll say bob.hop. Then just to verify that this is going to work properly, we'll have him go all the way across. Yep, perfect. So what we're going to look at first off is the and condition. And so my thought is we'll modify this island file here a little bit so that if he's starting off on row 2, so right above him we'll put a net, and then down here we'll put a net, and then right here we'll put 2 nets. I'll do the same thing a little bit farther on. I'll put 1 net there, 1 net down here, and then another net right here. And what I'm going to say is I'm going to say if there's a net on his left and there's a net on his right, then plant a flower. And what we'll see here is that our and condition is not going to be met here. It's not going to be met here, but it will be met here. It will be met when there is a net on both sides, when there is an and. So I like to do this before we hop. So I'll say if bob dot is net on his left, and then we actually don't write the word and. We write ampersand ampersand, and bob dot is net on his left, and then it's just a one-line if statement, so I'll say bob dot plant. And as we walk through this, is net, bob dot is net on his right, and bob dot is net on his left. It's lowercase et, lowercase et. Here we go. So he's hopping along, and we see that there's a net on his left, but there is not one on his right. So the left, this part is true, but this part here is false, and he does not plant. We go a little bit farther. We've got a net on his right, but there is not one on his left. And so again, this part right here now would be true. This part over here would be false. So for an and condition to be evaluated to true, for this whole thing to be considered true, both conditions have to be true. We have to have a true statement here and a true statement here. It is not true in that case on both sides. Finally, we come to this situation right here where there is one on his is one on his left, and there is a net on his right. And you'll see he actually goes ahead and plants the flower. And I'll run it and fast forward there, and you can see again, we see over here there's one on his left, and here we see there's one on his right, but it's not until he hits the situation where there is one on his one on his left and on his right that it actually evaluates to true, and then he plants the flower. So that's the way that and works. The or is actually very similar. What we'll do is we'll copy pretty much all of this code here, paste it down here, and this Jeroo I'm going to call Sue. Sue's going to start put her on row 10. And so I'll just do a little copy, replace Bob's with Sue. Whoops, not the whole thing, just Bob. So Sue, Sue, Sue. And then the other thing I'm going to change is I'm going to change that and to an or. Now the way that we write or in Java code is with 2 vertical bars. So the last thing I need to do is edit the island. Now first I'm going to go down here and find if Sue is going to be on row 10, then 9 and 11 are where we need these singles. Now an OR works differently. An OR is if one of those conditions is true, then Sue's going to plant. So we'll go ahead and let Bob do his thing. And then here's Sue. Sue, is there a net on her right? Well, no, there's not. So that part's false. But then, is there a net on her left? And the answer is yes. So this part is true. And here we go for the OR statement. She plants a flower. Again, we move on a little bit farther. There's one on her right, but not one on her left. That's okay. OR is inclusive. It's more open. If either one of those is true, then we're going to evaluate that whole expression to true. And of course, well, this is the inclusive OR, so if there happens to be a net on both sides, true or true, we'll simplify to, yep, you guessed it, true. And we can run that ahead and we can see. And so this is a real great visualization of the difference between and, which you can see up here, and or. So the and only happens, or only values to true, when both conditions are met. To the or, however, either one of those conditions can be true. And I really like this visualization because it can show you that or is going to happen a whole lot more often in this particular case. So that's how you can use ands and ors within your if statements to look at different situations. Thanks for watching. Good luck with your programming.